have requested my brothers, even my brother Calvin, to start learning fast. Start slowly. The Baganda have a saying, bugu bugu, akwate pole pole. Learn the ethics, the ethos of the national resistance movement first. And you are a newcomer, you want to be a newcomer, you want to be a vice chairman, you want to be member of parliament, first time. That's a bit of a tall order.
The will of God.
I will support his efforts, and I really will put my energy to support him to be a member of parliament. So I invite them and I welcome them. But my view, me, when I started my political journey, and you all know, you are here to witness, you saw my political journey. I started as chairman LC1, Nakawa, chairman LC2, Nakawa, vice chairman Nakawa, acted vice chairman as a chairman Nakawa division, councillor Kampala City Council. I came here in 1996, May, when I became a member of parliament for Soroti municipality. From there, I became a chairperson on the committees of parliament, vice chairman of the committee on national economy. In 2001, in May the 7th, I was appointed by President Museveni to be Minister of State for Health. And you know, we had a problem here in 2006. Later on, I became vice chairman of the national resistance movement. In 2016, I chose to say I cannot serve in two positions. I said I will only relinquish. Echodu was there, and one of you, just a slide of sports ground. Elect your leaders as you wish, I will not interfere. I told you, elect your leaders as you wish, I will not interfere in your elections. Let the will of the people, the will of God prevail. I therefore withdrew from elective office of a vice chair of a member of parliament for Soroti City, Soroti municipality, which has now been divided into two, east and west. I thank the Lord that I even wrote to the president in writing to say, Your Excellency, if it may please you to appoint me as a minister or any other position in government, I humbly would suggest that you decline that position. I will help the party as the national vice chairman in charge of Eastern, and I have done that religiously. 4 or 5 major challenges. These 4 or 5 major challenges. One, I want you to listen to this very carefully. 1, poverty, ibakoro, ekayasi. That is the biggest problem we face in the region. Because when we had a problem, when the cattle were taken away, the milk went away, our piggy banks went away, the impoverishment into ibakoro, but yet Number 2 is youth unemployment. And 80% of the population of Uganda is below the age of 30 years. Now, Etobiche do not see this problem. 80% out of 47 million Ugandans, 80% of 47 are youth. And I want you to know, those above 80 are 243,000. 80 and above is significant in the population of Uganda. So the biggest problem we face now is unemployment. The third problem we face in the country is service delivery. Schools, and so on and so forth. This is now the biggest problem we face. And 4, corruption. a big problem of corruption. And I'm happy that His Excellency the President, when he was accepting the office to run for the next 5 years, his main concentration is going to be corruption. I thank His Excellency the President. The fifth one is what BOB was talking about here. Equal opportunities. That's what I'm saying. You can now be able to get opportunities in various government institutions. And these opportunities, Mamti era ise ikuru obali. Just as in era sesame. So all this means, Echodu Calvin, we must get the opportunity. Order is Somandari. Ilasoanone ibore bakai am major. Erega mami spiritual austerica or jealousy. Three policy. We have three policy structures of the party: Central Executive Committee, National Executive Committee, and the National Conference, where you're going to be on the 27th and 28th. Those are the ones that take key decisions. I want you to understand, to be a member of SEC is not like being a minister. It's not like being a minister. You cannot allocate, nor can you disallocate resources. You're not given a car. You're not given an office. Even if you went to plot number 10, Nakasero, Chadon, plot number 10, Chadon, you will not find an office of the chairman, national vice chairman, NRM East, North, Karamoja, West, or Kampala. You will not find. You are not given even Katoch. Where is Katoch telephone? Even the Katoch. Manager, you know, at the Simu Katoch catalog, 70,000 shillings or 50, I don't know how much it is. Katoch, you cannot be given this. The idea, sometimes when you go and meet with the president in the State House, in Entebbe, or in Nakasero, wherever he chooses, you are given 1 million shillings for transport, for fuel. That's why you find that my brother, the late Peter Alepe, who was called for a meeting, had to drive from Karenga in Karamoja in a car which was given to him by General Salim Saleh. It was not his car. He didn't have a car. It was General Saleh who gave it to him for him to move. He was driving at night without a driver because you're not given a driver. Nobody died. He was alone. He died just before Iganga. Alone in a car. I am the first one to have picked the body from where he had an accident and took him to the mortuary. He was lying down like this. No driver, no car. But you are sacrificing for the party and the country. That is what we do. We have sat for the last 3, 6, 7 times. Even the 1 million shares have not been paid. But when it comes to campaigns here, everybody wants money. Where do you get this money from? I'm telling you the truth. The politics has changed. People want money. And I said that when you're going through these campaigns, you are experiencing the same thing. Yes. Mambo umetoka kutoka kupe siasa. Kama kasi darajo, ibalamdo bia. Now, have a difference with Alupo and see that I undermine her candidature. Actually, to me, I would have seen that it would have been fair to have Alupo come and oppose. Those may have differences with me, but for me, who has mature mind, that is my thinking. I've seen all of them grow politically. When I see Honorable Anita Mo, I supported her in SEC, not because of anything else, blood is thicker than water. Makofi. Ita gani cafe? Kamata kidima. Kamata fibe. Makofi. Komamo. Montimo pe. Apo bino. Go to G1. Ata gani jasmine. Naletesi. Jamaa kuma mdadade utiani be. Apo bino. Agada mdadade. Go to G1. Chairman, they have commercialized elections, and I've written to the president. You know, if children taste tea or milk with sugar, it is difficult for you to give them the next cup of tea without sugar. And after it, mataki ojamonyo mara kokoro osanja yamone anteke abore akokoro obama monyo bepiana asabi ngasa bala renobe asomuna elosko na langiro ito sasa binasa zaitemo eliminga neke the helicopter. There was no campaign by the president. If you recall, there was no campaign by His Excellency the President because of COVID-19. He only met some of you in the delegates conference. Alailo. No, you met in, that was after. You met at the university. After that, the president left. After meeting the whole of Teso, there was no rally. I saw that it was important because we had the wave of no at that time. I think Takimena no, it had captured Uganda, and it was now the wave was coming towards the east. I chose no. I will not sit back. COVID or no COVID, I will sacrifice my life for this party. Comrades, to understand that this foundation is what has built the party together. And I want you, my brave brothers and staff, to understand, in this internal democracy, there is no Mukula, there is no Echodu. We are all the candidates of all the national resistance movement. We are not individuals because the party is bigger than all of us. The moment we mature into that foundation, then you will be able to see that you can now pass this information to the younger generation, especially the youth. Comrades, we have a duty, and I want to appeal to you not to be divided. I have talked about the message of unity. It is important that the foundation of unity is anchored and built, because leaders come and leaders go. That should be encompassed and founded in all of you. I want you, my dear brothers, to understand that the journey of the national resistance movement has been a long one. I am on your Teso, where are we today and where are we going? When we came here in 1996, and when we started the journey of NRM, nobody wanted to listen to NRM. Nobody. It was like having somebody sell, oh, you being a leper selling meat, good meat. You are almost excommunicated. And I want to tell you that again. I want to appeal to you for you to to understand one big foundation. That in the national resistance movement, let's have a platform, let's have a thinking. All our leaders are important. All our leaders are important. When you see my sister, the vice president, even if you have differences with my sister, Major retired Jessica Lobo, support her. Why? Because General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and government of Uganda has recognized her as vice president of Uganda. He's going to be blessed. The national resistance movement, I've always told you, is a revolutionary party. It's not a party that is by briefcase or a party that is formation without form. Ours is a revolutionary party ushered into power by sweat and blood. I want therefore for you to understand that our ideological stand as a party is founded on 4 key pillars. 4. One is Pan-Africanism. To love Africa, to love your people, to ignite the fusion of saying that I'm black and proud, and to see that we increase intra-Africa trade and build a strong nation as Uganda. Number 2, that patriotism I said earlier and Pan-Africanism, now social economic transformation, which is the third period from Pan-Africanism, patriotism, Pan-Africanism, social economic transformation. To see that the party NRM, and I want you to understand this clearly, NRM has got a very clear framework. Our party is that it is mass for everyone. If it is education, it is universal secondary education, universal primary education, universal health care. That's why you have universal health care, immunization for all. If it is roads for all. If it is BDM, the parish development model, it's across the country. I want therefore for you to understand that we are now here today for the 4th pillar. And that 4th pillar is democracy. And we are starting with democracy by ensuring that as a party, we exercise internal democracy as a party. And I want to tell you, my dear brothers and sisters, internal democracy is solid and strong because within us, we are comrades. So when you see me with a normal, or you see me with the other, or see me standing with Calvin, Echodu, my brother, we are comrades. Correct. We are not enemies. And then you are now making a journey. When we had here the attack by LRA, this area here, the whole of Teso, my dear brother Ebonyo, if you recall, Ebonyo was then the Lord Mayor here. He went to exile in the evening. He would be sleeping in the middle of the town, running away from Nakatonia. Why? Because of insecurity. Teso now is secure. Let's maintain peace and security. For you to understand that our democracy is mature, and it can only mature if we who are practicing democracy can mature and infuse maturity and political hygiene into this party. Let's unite as a party, and I want to assure you, comrades, we shall build a strong party which will last for decades and decades.